Hello everyone, my name is Johannes Schweifer. I'm co-founder of Asfalaya and I'm going to show you what we are building on Internet Computer. We built a marketplace for data. Not any ordinary data, but sensitive data. Why? Because data is the most important ingredient for training an AI model, and obtaining that data is not so easy, especially when it comes to obtaining the data in bulk, large quantities. There are a couple of constraints, regulatory and of course data privacy, etc. And it needs a solution. Our target market are data owners on the one hand. That would be institutionals such as hospitals or financial institutions, banks, etc. that produce this data en masse. And on the other hand, data buyers, private individuals, or most likely also companies obtaining the data, needing the data to train their AI model. And both have a certain problem. I mean, data owners, of course, have that data. They are normally not allowed to share it right away, so it needs compliance measures. And on the other hand, the data buyers, well, normally they don't find that data on the market, and will also struggle with compliance and privacy issues. Core issues that we have, kind of in a nutshell, are on the one hand the data authenticity. If you obtain data from somewhere, you want to be sure that it's not synthetic data, because there's a saying, shit in, shit out, right? If you train an AI model with synthetic data, the results are most likely not very convincing. And on the other hand, there is the data privacy issue. You cannot get data with sensitive elements and then just feed it into some AI model running on some servers, and then maybe the results will be publicly available to whomever is using the model. So there are a couple of restrictions. And the third is data ownership. If you pay money, normally quite a lot, for data, you want to make sure that the receiver of that money is the rightful owner of the data. Now, the solution that we build tackles everything beyond basic data, which means sensitive data, high quality data. It can handle multimedia. In other words, not just text, but also pictures, videos, audio. And we are employing advanced pre-processing tools, also AI assisted, in order to anonymize the data before selling. The requirements for adopting this on a large scale are, of course, automation. And that's exactly where Internet Computer comes in with its fast features and the possibility to also monetize this on a marketplace, while at the same time not having any exposure in the form of operator exposure, so being liable for whatever happens on the platform. That is also illustrated here. So it's very important to have high throughput. Of course, that's on the top of the requirements. Having possibility to automate everything, the purchase process, the acquisition process, the verification process of data. And then very important for us and also for Internet Computer is that there is no exposure of that data to anybody, especially not us, which means we never see that data. It's encrypted end to end. So to summarize here, we allow with our solution to use such data, especially sensitive data, in a safe way, allow people who generate that data to make money on it without exposing the private information, and allow to integrate this whole thing into automated AI training processes and data acquisition processes. The very important element here is that we use blockchain technology, which is kind of novel. Ensuring the authenticity is one part, but then also to handle the sensitive information, which is done on chain with some of the special features of Internet Computer, and to segregate the entire infrastructure in such a way that none of the individual parts poses a risk to exploit or some other forms of attack. Market potential here is really high. First of all, data grows exponentially. A lot of that data is, of course, increasingly generated by AI models. So separating the good data from the bad becomes ever more important. Training costs of AI are generated by the cost of data acquisition, especially when it comes to large record sets. And then, of course, there's a premium paid on high quality data, and especially when the high quality data is about large batches of record sets. All right. Now, since this is part of a pitch deck, there are, of course, also the financials and a variety of different use cases. Actually, I want to stop here, and if there are any questions, we're of course always happy to answer those questions. And thanks a lot for watching. Hope you are now interested in our solution, and maybe you integrate this into your own solution on Internet Computer. Thanks a lot. Bye.